Good morning and welcome to the Sports Break. It is Friday, so happy Friday. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Renee Washington, joined by Rache Henderson, right here from Burlington County's Image Fitness in Southampton, New Jersey. And Rache and her husband actually started Image Fitness. Can you talk me through that process of getting this business going? I mean, you're a mother of four, and now you and your husband have your own business that you're doing, and right here in Burlington County.
Right, so the process, it was fun. It was sometimes just, are we going to get it done?
Yeah.
Deadlines to meet, like you said, a mother of four, coming alongside my husband and trying to help him out. I remember, being up, putting the website together, calling him, asking him, all right, what do you want it to say? How do you want it to look? So just that process, very exciting, but very like, oh my goodness. You feel like you're on a time crunch.
Yeah.
It's like, well, get it done in time. We got to get this up. People are asking. But I will say, it really birthed out of my husband's love to just impact people, my love to impact people.
Mm-hmm.
We genuinely love relationship. And not only relationship, but we enjoy impacting people's well-being. And so, we started Image Fitness. It'll be 2 years in August.
Oh, congratulations.
So yes, thank you.
That is exciting.
Thank you. It has been.
Yeah, so what exactly do you guys offer? I know we'll dive deeper into the dance side of things since that's what you do. But age-wise classes, I mean, what sports? Is it more of a class-oriented gym or more personal training? What types of things do you offer there?
So we offer adult fitness training classes, which are boot camp style classes. We like to add a personal touch because even though it's a big group of people, we're always attentive to our clients and their needs. We also would offer the individualized training as well, personal training. We do sports training as well. I want to say last season we had the great opportunity of coaching a softball team, high school girls, which was really great. And we also do corporate wellness, which is a really big thing for us right now. Just really trying to get another account off the road, but we do go out to, actually my husband goes out to Wound Healing Solutions and trains their staff there. And then we offer our dance side of things. We also do boxing. My husband loves to do the training for boxing, so we've been starting to implement some more of those classes as well.
Wow, so a lot to offer.
Absolutely.
In 2 years. I mean, you don't see that often where gyms that are, or fitness centers that are newer have so many classes in such a short amount of time. I mean, staffing, organizing schedules, everything like that keeps you busy.
It does, it does.
But for you are certified in Dance It Out, and many people may not even know what Dance It Out is. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And so you hear of the typical dance classes, but you do 20 different styles of dance classes in Dance It Out.
Yes.
A wide range from country to Bollywood to Latin, everything is in that. Do you have a favorite that you like to teach of those styles?
I would say my favorite is probably Bollywood, although it's, for me, trying to get the choreograph down, it takes me a really long time to just get into the different moves, but I think Bollywood so far is my favorite. I love hip-hop as well. I love the dance moves, the rhythm, but I think Bollywood, right now, Bollywood's probably my favorite.
Yeah, and you're lucky that we have all this here because I would honestly ask you to dance and teach me
I would do it.
Because I have always wanted more. I've taken dance classes, but it's hard to find dance classes that are fun and upbeat and really teach you. For me, I want to learn dances that I can do.
Yeah,
when I go out or when I'm with my friends or whatever, and not just your typical two-step, box step in type choreography.
Which is the reason why I really enjoy Dance It Out. I remember going over last year to California to be certified with the owner, Billy Blanks Jr., and the atmosphere was such a fun, free atmosphere, but you also got that workout. So it was an intense workout. You left feeling like, this is great, and I learned some new dance moves. So.
Yes. I mean, you see a lot of the dance moves are really stretches almost. That in some of my experiences. So for you getting involved in Dance It Out, I mean, you've been involved in dancing your whole life in some capacity, as a choreographer, starting as a young girl when you were putting together dance routines.
Absolutely.
And you were also an athlete though, but how has dance always influenced your life?
For me, dance was always that go-to for me. I really in dance, I really forget about everything. It's just me in that moment, the moves, whatever I'm doing, and I love getting lost in that because it really is a sense of who I am and how I find my common ground, how I get leveled or grounded. You know, if I'm like stressed out or if I have a lot on my mind, I just remember like turning on the music, and it really doesn't matter what music it is. I can find a beat and I'm grooving to it. So it really keeps me grounded.
Yes, yes. Now, yesterday, for anybody that's in the area, it was raining pretty bad. And my family turned off the TV. You know, you don't want your TV to go out. We put on some music. We started dancing. We had our own little dance party. So I'm wondering, I mean, my mom like led it. She was like, took center stage, had a microphone. Awesome. In your house, with dance being such a big part of your life, do you often find yourself getting the kids around and kind of doing like the Jackson 5, dancing in the living room type thing?
So I'm so glad you asked. So for me, when I am preparing for class, we have the Apple TV, so I can airplay what my music is on the screen, and I just find like in me just sitting and doing, and I get up and start dancing. All of my kids will come around and they want to join in. So like if I do my classes, they know my routines. They're like, oh, this is this. Oh, lean back, lean back. You know, rock forward, rock forward. So it's really, it's a fun time for everyone. It really is.
That is a lot of fun. And what better way to spend time with your kids?
Absolutely.
Do something without forcing them to do it.
Right, exactly.
Yes, now you have your classes, and what are kind of the age ranges that you teach with your dance classes?
So, and this is another thing that I love about it, there is no age restriction.
Really?
So we can go from children all the way up to older people, 50, 60, 70. It really just depends on your level of fitness. I love that everything's modified. So when I'm teaching, I'm always teaching the modification to whatever the dance step is, and I really think that Billy did a very good job in designing the program because anyone can come in and feel comfortable. I had people in class the last Saturday and Monday that never really danced before, but they're having fun and they're moving, and I'm modifying things for them. And I'm like, come back, it's gonna be great. I'll walk you through it. I even had one lady, you got to teach me that step back for that Bollywood dance, and I was like, just come, have fun and keep moving. So
wow. So how does that work? I mean, in most dance is still a sport. And in most sports, you have the age separation. And you have different levels, beginners and intermediate and expert and advanced level, whatever you want to call it. How does it work with teaching such a wide range, all genders, all age ranges, and having kids, adults, older people there, and making sure that they're all still enjoying it and having fun together?
So I think the biggest part is knowing your environment. So the first class that I had on Saturday, I really felt like they knew how to, catch up with the steps and pick up. They caught on really quickly. So my second class that I had on Monday, not so much. So for me, I'm gauging, I'm seeing, what can I do? I'm walking beside them, and we're kind of like, all right, this is how you do it, and kind of working it out. So really just getting on their level, giving them that personal one-on-one time, and that's such a big environment, but making them feel like, all right, even though I don't exactly do this step the way you do, I'm still having fun, and I'm learning it. I'm learning it. So just really, being there and being alongside them and just helping them out as much as I can. So I'm like dancing around the floor and really just looking to gauge, where my class is.
Gotcha. So parents, grandparents, whoever, you can go to Image Fitness with your kids, siblings, friends, whatever,
absolutely,
and be able to dance with Rache. Now, one of your classes? I'm going to give you a promo here.
Awesome. So Dance It Out will be Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. and Mondays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1 Linda Lane, Suite C, Southampton, New Jersey.
Don't be surprised if you see me there.
Yes, I hope so.
I'm actually not kidding when I say that, because I'm from the area and I would love to come dance. All right, switching gears a little bit before we get into our break. You have worked in a wide range of sports. You've played a number of sports. You ran cross country, ran track, played basketball all in high school. College at Immaculata, you played basketball and soccer for a season.
Yes.
How have sports been? I mean, is that something that your growing up was big in your family?
It was. My father is the sports guru. He is. I mean, he really has a vast depth of every sport. Like, he really gets into sports. I remember always watching the Eagles game, the Phillies. You know, he's from Philadelphia, so definitely a fan of Philly sports. My brothers, I have 3 brothers. They all are well versed in the sports world. So me more so, I love playing the sport more than watching the sport, and coaching. I love being able to impact. So, you know, being in sports in high school as well as college, yes, it was a big part of who I was and what I grew up around.
Yes, and you were able to play at Camden Catholic, at Immaculata.
Yes.
What was that experience like as an athlete, as a female athlete, or just an athlete in general, not even specifying gender here?
So the experience just playing sports in general?
Yes.
So for me, being a part of a team, being able to work together, being able to build social skills, it was really a big part of who I am today, honestly.
Yes.
You know, you think about sports and you think about the togetherness of it. You know, you need everybody working together in order for this thing to flow the way that you know, desire for it to flow. And so I think that just being a part of that type of environment, a sports environment, really helped me to build character. Because, you know, when you put on that jersey, you're not just representing yourself, you're representing that school or that organization or wherever, you know, that you're into. So I definitely think that builds a lot of character, and I really commend the high school, middle school, you know, even the little league sports. I think some of the biggest things that are missing from the sports realm is building that character, you know, helping them to be able to sustain wherever they go because they played sports. So
I love it because it's like you knew exactly what I was going to say next. So we are going to take a quick break, but we're going to continue with that thought, because a lot of what we talk about on our show is sports on different levels. Some character being lost, people, you know, athletes doing things that are out of character. And that aspect of team building maybe getting lost in some parts of the sports levels. Yeah. So we will take a quick break. I'm here with Rache, and we are going to come right back to dive right back into sports, coaching, playing, all different levels. We'll be right back. Don't go too far.
Most of the time, it's easy to know which option is better. Other times, not so much. So it's good to know that Mazola corn oil has 4 times more cholesterol-blocking plant sterols than olive oil. And a recent study found that it can help lower cholesterol 2 times more. Take care of those you love and cook deliciously. Mazola makes it better.
La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, the best authentic Mexican restaurant in South Jersey. Your friends and family will enjoy the fun and the food, like our staple guacamole, tamales, and ceviche. Our weekday lunch special is just $7.99. We also offer Saturday and Sunday brunch. Enjoy the largest selection of tequilas in South Jersey, Mexican beers, bottle and draft beers, fresh margaritas, and daily beer and margarita specials. La Esperanza Mexican Restaurant and Bar, family owned and operated since 2002.
Hi, I'm Becky.
And I'm Eric.
And this is Cooked and Uncorked.
It is.
It is. And you can check us out Mondays at 10:30.
10:30, every Monday.
See you there. Got a quarter?
Hi, I'm Jim Cucinato. I'm inviting you to watch my show on the Halo Health Network on RBN. We cover everything you always wanted to know about health but was afraid to ask. We have interesting guests who can help you how to live healthier, how you can be smarter about your health, how you can help your family live healthier and be healthier. We are on Tuesdays from 9:30 Eastern Time to 10 o'clock. Please come and watch us.
If you have a story or product that you'd like to share with our viewers as a guest on the Morning Coffee Show, please contact us at info@radiovisionnetwork.com.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Hi, and welcome back to the Sports Break. I'm Renee Washington, joined here by Rache Henderson, and we have been talking about her dance classes at Image Fitness right here in Southampton, or not here in Southampton, but in Southampton, and we've also been talking about her background in dance and getting into her life as an athlete. Now, we talked about how you played basketball, ran cross country, ran track, played soccer, all these different sports that you have grown up around and playing, and now you are into the coaching side of things and have been coaching boys primarily. Yes. What do you like? I mean, talk us through your coaching career first of all.
So, when did I start? I started coaching basketball when my oldest son was 5 years old. I remember the program was called Below the Rim with Donald Polk, and I just, I jumped in. I just remember feeling like, man, I have these young males, that I get to influence. And so for me, growing up, I remember my father always saying, you want to always err on righteousness. You want to always make sure you have, you're a person of integrity, that you have good character. And I felt like, what better chance to give, these boys that opportunity.
Yes.
So I started off coaching basketball. I really felt empowered. I really did. And even having the attention of these young males, it was almost as if they were waiting for, what does coach need us to say next? Yes. And something that I always told them, the most important thing, I said, before we have fun, before we play, I said, you have to listen. Yes. I said, listen with your ears, and then with your heart, you have to do what it is that you're instructed to do. Outside of basketball, if you're at home with your mom, so I think sports and coaching gives you not just that in the moment, but just really lifetime applicable experiences.
Yeah, so really teaching life skills through sports and vice versa.
Yes.
Because, as an athlete, you have to be able to do these skills, fundamentals, being able to dribble the basketball, being able to shoot. But as a person, you have to be able to listen and have a conversation and understand how to respect your teammates and work in a group environment like that. So you've coached basketball. Did you coach any other sports?
I coached track for some time with a few of my friends. I'm trying to think what else. Track, basketball, and I think that was all.
Yeah. Now, what is your take on coaching versus playing? It's very different.
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
A lot of people may not realize, or that they've experienced it, is you don't have to be a good player to be a good coach, and vice versa. The two don't go hand in hand. And for you, switching into that coaching role, you were coaching and as a parent also. So you had that parent background of what do I want these kids to know as a parent. But what was that transition like for you of now being on the other side of things and now having to lead practices and put together tactics of how you're going to win games and things like that?
For me, I don't think there was a difference. Why I say that? Because I think the fact that I was a player really helped me to be a coach.
Okay.
So the inside of the game, how, so when you're playing the sport as an athlete, you're in the game and you're trying to figure out how do we effectively defend our basket, how do we score, how do we work together, even if you're on the track field, how do I prepare myself for this race, for the betterment of my team.
Right.
So I think taking all that experience into coaching now, the coaching side of things, so now it's more so not me in the game, but me looking at the game and saying, okay, this is what I have. And like you said, I may not have had the most talented players, but we are going to learn to work together and effectively work the system. And I think when you set a solid foundation of what your expectations are as a coach, it really helps whomever you're coaching to come alongside that vision and you're all working together to get done, whatever that end result looks like.
Yes, that's a great point that you make. We talk a lot on this show about ethics in sports and how maybe more and more you hear about these stories of at the college level, at the professional level, where things are being done illegally or unethically in order to win, and not about teaching character, not about teaching players to do things the right way and work to get things themselves, but to go about them by the wrong way.
Right.
And for you, as someone that played college basketball, was ethics really driven with your team? Was it, we're going to do this as a team, we're going to work together, we're going to lose together, win together, good or bad, we are in this together as a team no matter what?
Right. So I would say at the high school and college level, the places that I played for, ethics was really big. Character, which is the reason why I love the game. I love the game because of that aspect. I feel like when you take away your character, your integrity, I feel like it really takes away who you are. Because at the heart of it should be your heart to not only be a team player, but to be an example, to be a leader.
Right.
If you look at the sports games at whatever level, you have little people, young, very influential people looking at you. And so for me, it's like, you want to put your best foot forward. You want to show them that this is what it takes. It's not about getting a new car. It's not about getting money. It's not about the perks. It really is about you being the best you that you can be. You striving to be better. So what if you're not the best? Work harder. But that work ethic, I think, is really what's lost today. People just want to get there quickly. But I feel like success is a process. And in that process is where you're growing that character and building those different types of things.
Oh, I love this. I love this for so many reasons because I wish I could this is what gets lost. And we like, when I'm talking about doing the right thing, I'm talking about it for that reason right there. Because there are little boys and little girls that are watching that aspire to be like these athletes and look up to these athletes like role models because one day they want to be on that stage just like them. Or they want to be, just as well known or as popular or as cool, whatever a 5-year-old or 6-year-old is thinking. But for the athletes, for the coaches, it's we want to win. We want to get a ring. We want to get our banner hung up in this arena. And then they're doing things to push the winning and losing the kids. So I mean, as a mother and as someone that played sports, and if you have your kids watching this and they're looking up to whoever, you don't want them seeing these things. You don't want them hearing that their favorite player just got in trouble for prostitution and is now the school is being looked at for prostitution reasons because of illegal activity with recruits. So I'm so glad Kwame is not here because he is like, do whatever you gotta do to win, and I'm like, yes, you do whatever you have to do to win to an extent.
I watched that episode.
Thank you for watching. Thank you. And that was driving me crazy.
Oh, absolutely, it was driving me crazy.
To me, I don't think you should have to do anything illegal, unethical, sin, anything like that to win. It's sports at the end of the day. I'm sorry. And yes, you want to win. You get bonuses when you win. It's great, but it's not about the money. It's not, for me as a religious, ethical person, I want to be able to go to sleep at night knowing I did not do something that I need to repent for. And confess for my sins.
I totally agree with you. And it really is about impact. I sometimes feel like if you drop a pebble into the water and you see how it ripples out. So I feel like, a sports icon is that pebble that you're dropping and you're influencing so many people, not just your everyday people that you come into contact with, but you are impacting the lives of people, like you said, who want to aspire to be like you. And I feel like if you have that platform, if you have that stage, you should go hard at building that character, being a man and woman of integrity, and showing them this is how you make it. This is how it lasts. Because at the end of the day, I feel like when things are unethical, when you take the easy way out, I feel like all that's going to crumble and fall because your foundation isn't right.
Exactly. It all catches up to you.
Absolutely.
It always catches up to you. No matter how much you think you've gotten around it or you think you've escaped what you've done, it will catch up to you at some point. And I think that's the hard part because the competitor side of fans and coaches, and they love to see that. They love to see the scandals in the news, and they love to talk about it on social media and everything. But at the end of the day, these are still lives that are being affected. And beyond the individual, there are, their friends, their family, their kids that are going to have to deal with this. I can't imagine being a kid of a professional player and hearing about my dad just got in trouble for whatever, anything. I can't imagine my dad as a regular man getting in trouble for anything.
And just the stigma, and just all that it carries, just the social part of that as well.
Yes.
So I'm also an educator as well, and just, thinking about my students in my classroom when I'm teaching them, I want to be able to be that example, that impact that they can look back on this is how I should probably handle this problem. I don't want to just take the easy way out. Like even in my classroom at age 4 to 5 years old, we teach character development.
Right.
You know, it's like, okay, we have a social disagreement. Let's sit down and talk about it.
Right.
You know, let's not just be really quick to,
Yes.
you know, try to fight
Yes.
or just do something that's not really big with character. So.
Right, and that's something that is taught at the basic level.
Absolutely, and should be.
Preschool, kindergarten,
Yeah.
we teach kids how to share. We teach them how to work with their classmates. We teach them how to go about working together without judging each other.
Yeah.
How, okay, you're a boy, you're a girl, but you're all still people. You still get along.
That's right.
And having those differences without treating someone differently.
Right.
So then it gets lost by the time they get to college and the professional level. And now we're watching, you know, as you get older, life starts to change you, and you now become worried more about, I'm different, you're different, stay on your side, you know, or whatever the case may be. So as an educator, as a coach, as a parent, as you know, someone that still is very active with a wide range of people, if you had a message to tell people, to encourage them through everything that's going on around them, whatever that may be, whether it's personal lives, whether it's what they're seeing, what would that be?
I think for me, it really would be enjoy the process. And what I mean by that is I didn't always start as a business owner. You know, what you see here today, my husband and I's business, is a result of work, ethic, you know, that character building, our lives, our upbringing, our parents being men and women of integrity. So don't discount your small start. Don't discount even the challenges that you're facing right now, the things that you're going through. No, it's going to work a far better return for you if you stay the course. What does that mean? Character is key. Integrity is key. That process is key. Don't try to skip steps in the process, but know that the end result of you being the best you can be is a result of everything you've gone through. So trust the process.
I like it. Trust the process. Something we hear all the time with the Sixers, but for you, and this is for anyone that's watching this was not prompted. This was from the heart. This is genuine.
Absolutely.
And this is what you get when you have someone, and I just met you today,
Yes.
and I already respect so much of what you and your husband are doing to build something on your own with a strong, solid foundation, doing things the right way, and to do all you can to influence those around you to also be better people, and understanding that, you know, you have a dance class. It's never too late. You can be 5, you can be 55.
Absolutely.
You can come out, you can dance, you can exercise, you can have fun with everyone else. And that's something that today we have to make sure, or people should be making sure, that they continue to push. There's no such thing as too late. There's no such thing as too much or too little. You can do whatever you want to do the right way, with hard work, ethically. So I wish we could keep going longer. I love this. I love it. This is the second week in a row we've had a guest on the show, and you have been, both guests have been phenomenal. You've been phenomenal. So everyone from Image Fitness in Southampton, Rache Henderson, please be sure to go check out their classes, their website, because honestly, this business is going places.
Thank you.
And I can tell just from talking to you and hearing about what you guys are doing, they're going far. So get in now while you can. They're in year 2. But all in all, I hope you guys have a great Friday. I thank you for joining us here on the Sports Break. We will be back on Tuesday. Enjoy your weekend. Stay dry. And we'll see you right back here Tuesday. You can always find more episodes on Facebook, on rvntv.tv. I'm Renee Washington, and we'll see you next time.